So now that you have set these goals, how do you refine it and how do you prioritize? And that is a contemplation point today is how do you currently prioritize? Just notice for you when you're refining this, you've got your brain dump with all the things that you want to do in the future and how you want to be and how you want to feel in the future. So now we're going to start refining that down with where are the priorities within that and how do you measure your priorities? And this is an exercise, again, it's training a muscle because once you become aware of how you prioritize things that come in that you may be reactive of, things that you just can't quite decide on how to move forward. Often this is where indecision, procrastination, all of those yummy things, this is where it starts to trigger a little bit because we're trying to prioritize and we're like, but there's just too much coming in. So I don't know how to prioritize. So this is the time to decide. This is the time to choose, realize how you're currently prioritizing and what can you do today to change that? Because now we're really going to start prioritizing these future goals. So pick 3 to 5 things from that mind map that really jump out at you, that really excite you, and that could even feel quite scary. If it does, even better, because you would know from experience that the best things that we've ever done have carried some fear with them, and we've had to move forward regardless. We've had to feel edgy and do it anyway. So pick those 3 to 5 priorities within this future goals that make you feel the fizziest. And notice during this process what's coming up for you. How do you currently prioritize? How do you currently set future goals? And how do you keep yourself accountable for taking these next steps? This is just bringing now initially into awareness how you currently operate. Because when you've brought these things into awareness, now you've got a conscious choice to shift it, to do the thing anyway, to move through the fear, regardless. You'll be coming up with self-doubt, self-talk, all those old limiting beliefs, even if we believe we've smashed through them. Usually when we try and take a new step forward, the mind wants to kick in and just sabotage. But we're not going to let it, because we're really going to break down these steps into really tiny micro chunks that we plug into our schedule. So we do it. The 1% rule, the habit stacking rule. Something really, really small every single day. By the end of each week, by the end of each month, by the end of each quarter, by the end of each year, we can see our achievements, we can see how much we've changed, we can see how much we've grown. Measuring it is really, really important, and we will talk about how to measure it as well. But for now, really start to refine the prioritizing, and importantly, notice how you prioritize. How do you prioritize? Are you putting someone else's needs first? Even simple things, like things come into the day, and do you feel like you have an impulse to react immediately, even though you wanted to take this time to do X, Y, Z? How easily distracted are you when you're trying to prioritize because you feel like you can't make the decision? When actually it's about tuning inside, finding the feeling, that one word that bounces out of the page that's like, whoa, California road trip, that's terrifying, I'm going to try that one. Whatever it is for you. How do you prioritize? get going on that one, and then we'll start prioritising.